Well, we're going to tackle the plenum today. We'll start on tackling the plenum today. What we're going to do is get a baseline to see how the windscreen used to fit on the coupe before I removed it. So here I've removed the bracing that basically held the car together while these sills and A-pillars were non-existent. So, and of course there's no engine in the car. The car's not going to move. I mean, it doesn't have these braces, but the 6-cylinder cars didn't even have one of those with an engine in them. So not worried about the car moving, but I want to get a baseline as to how these A-pillars sit. Although I've still got to finish that one. You would have seen on last video, I ran out of mid gas. I'm about to go on night shift tonight, so I can't really do anything until the weekend, today being Wednesday. So I'm going to go and get the old safety glass windscreen that someone never picked up, and I'll have a crack at getting a baseline. Alright, big bloody gloves. Go and get this windscreen. I've got it all wrapped up in cellophane because old mate was going to come and get it. Luckily I've still got the rubber pads that Ford put on these cars to space it off the plenum correctly. Yeah, righto. Well, that's good. Good on that side. What about this side? I mean, there's plenty of give. That's why they put these chrome moulds. Stainless trims, rather. Yep, righto. We'll get a bit of a close-up on that. Oops, sorry about the bodgy camera work. Yeah. Righto. So, they're those little things I was talking about. I don't know if you can actually buy them anymore. I didn't even see them on my brother's car when we did his. So yeah, there's a bit of a gap there, but that lip's actually quite wide. So it's starting to look like a car again. And then if you go over on this side, same deal. Actually, could probably shove across the other side there a bit more, but anyway, that gives me an idea before I remove this plenum. So yeah, and then I've got to weld that thing back on. Goes on like that. You can really tell, but yeah, trying to get rid of this windscreen. It's an original, I think it's like a late 1973 safety glass zone toughened. So zone toughened means they safety glass shatters, but zone toughened, it's harder in front of the driver. I've had them shatter before when I was younger, a lot younger, and I've been in the car when Dad had his old XB, and he did it too. So before they had laminated windscreens as standard. So we'll get this windscreen off, and then we'll start getting this plenum off, this upper plenum. Missed a spot well, didn't I? I wonder if this comes off. just about. Bit of rust. Just a bit of rust holding it in. I'll just give it a haircut straight across there and get him off. Another bit of rust shedding. Now we can actually see the damage to the firewall from the inside. Really nasty. And these here, they're all rotted out. Got replacements of those off the ute. Once we get the other plenum on, I can fix that profile up. But here's the monstrosity. So yes, she's worse on the driver's side. Up the top. Fold him over. What a mess. What a mess. So, I'm going to need to buy, I won't need to get a whole new lower, because then I'd have to weld all those standoffs and the dash. But what we'll see what we can salvage. So what I need to do is locate all the spot welds here, all along that seam there, unpick them all, and we'll separate these two and see what lies beneath. Alright guys, we've hit a crossroads here with this this plenum job. I'll explain what I'm thinking. Right, here we go. We've got the lower plenum in situ with the previous repaired firewall. You see, I haven't got much to work on actually. This is all missing, obviously, where the water's been pooling. All that's missing up the top there. And my thinking was, okay, well, what I'll do, I'll use this XC lower plenum and see if I can repair it. There's a few little differences, being that standoff here, and there's a few extra pressings here compared to the old XA. Even this part here is different. Yeah. Look, I could probably weld in a flat piece here and then bend it up over and put a new lip on, etc, etc. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. I'll have to sit down and have a think about it. Okay, what we're going to do, I'm going to go inside, I'm going to send Howard another email, and I'm going to buy a lower plenum and be done with it. Rather than welding rusty turds, we're going to start with some fresh metal. So they come in two pieces. I'll have to join them in the middle. There's a small overlap, we can sort that out. And then I'll have to join the XA dash top to it as well. What I'll do, I'll order some half moons and the backing plate that goes up from underneath. Yeah, and then what I'll have to do is remove this, refit it to the new piece. Same deal with these standoffs for the dashboard underneath. They'll all need to be sorted out, as well as the these little corner try and zoom in. Those little bits there that tie the dash into the A-pillar. So I'll get onto that, onto how, pardon me now, order them, wait for them to turn up, and then we'll crack on. Because I can tell you right now, welding new metal onto rusty crap is not fun. And old metal on old metal, yeah, I've got better things to do with my time. So I think that's what we'll do. I think it's the only way that we can move forward, really. I want to drive this thing. I don't want it sitting in the shed for the next 10 years. I'm 51. I want to drive it. I want to enjoy it. And I'm not gonna spend, you know, $20 on MIG wire, you know, about $50 worth of gas, and about 100 hours of my time just trying to fix this up. It ain't happening. So yeah.